You make me feel in Cobra Starship on Birmingham's favourite student station. This is Scratch.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Girl, I've been all over the world looking for you. I'm known for taking what I think I deserve, and you're overdue.
So we've got a busy studio again this week, and that's great because we've got a really Christmassy song. Show, even.
So this song takes me back all the way to freshers in my first year. Oh, back when I was a lonely single guy, going, I've got to go to university, but my braces had come off, so I was really happy.
I can ask you about nuns on the pill. What?
Scratch is hopefully what it says in the initials, student and community radio. You don't have to be on the media course, but a lot of people use it as work experience if they are hoping for a career in radio or the media in the future. But a lot of people just want to have a passion for music and want to do a show.
But it's an absolute tune, one of the best hip-hop rap songs of all time. Tell me a song that's better than Jay-Z 99 Problems, and I will call you a liar.
Tom J, 92 Problems.
Now he has 100 problems.
Yes.
Dealing with you is his 100th problem.
My favourite thing about Scratch Radio is the team that we have here. Like, I'm the station manager, so I have to look after each aspect of the team. So I really like the way we work together.
What are you doing, Bob? Oh, that's good.
It started 2003, I think. After a lot of planning, I had to hire a local station called Kick FM. They had a truck which you could broadcast from, and that came in our car park for a month. They wasn't even me then. They broadcast from there, and eventually they gave us a cubby hole, a really, really hot room where all our equipment used to fail because it was so hot. It's just it's now the nail bar right by the student union office. 1 month a year, you know, we'd do a great Freshers Week broadcast. We'd save a broadcast so we could do Freshers Week, and then we'd say like, okay, come and join Scratch. We look great, yeah, we're doing Freshers Week, and then like, okay, we'll be back in February. Lock the doors. Gradually, we sort of developed it and became web only, which meant we can go all year round, and that was such a better development. Gradually, we developed it into what you know now as sort of the voice of the university, I hope.
Birmingham's favourite student station. This is Scratch.
I think originally it was just to get involved with Scratch and be a presenter. And then I saw behind the scenes stuff. I thought actually that'd be quite fun to do.
For the first year, last year, we did the Scratch Radio Summer Picnic, which was an amazing success. It's basically a day in May where we host loads of bands. We put on a really great show for everybody across the university. And fingers crossed, next year we're going to have another summer picnic so that we can kind of work up to another big event.
I like the opportunities we get while we're here. For instance, Westwood's coming to Lounge North tomorrow. I like to meet the people who have been here. Jordan Ladley is one of my favourites, alongside Dan Richards, Ben Stones and all those kind of things. And I just like the experience of being a kind of professional radio environment.
Nice boxes, Ben.
Thanks. Scratch Radio, hello, I am Ben Stones, back on Scratch. Not been here for a while, and yeah, the popular Panpipe Pick of the Week is coming back in a bit. I know that everybody's very excited about this. Apart from me, my favourite presenter on Scratch is probably Carl Bennett. He's really creative in his use of kind of the medium and how he presents himself and how he treats his content on air as well.
I should have got it. So we have Tom Westfield, Tim Westfield, Tim Westwood. Oh, there's so many. I'm a big fan of my own show, obviously, on Tuesday 1 till 3. Big fan of the Pop Punk show that Tom and Amanda do on a Tuesday as well. Dan Richards is an absolute Scratch hero, so I can't really deny him. Ben Stones as well. The Will Ross. At the Will Ross is his Twitter name. I love listening to him. His voice. Ooh, that brummy twang.
I've got a bit of a man crush on Carl. He's a good guy.
Carl Bennett, because he's just a funny guy, a really, really funny guy. I like Jordan Adley again, just because, you know, why not? And Dan Richards as well. My mum also approves of Dan Richards. Do you know why she approves of Dan Richards? Because he calls her fit.
My favourite thing about Scratch is it's how great it sounds now, because I've been involved with Scratch for a few years, and it started off really tiny, really small, and now it's almost like a big brand to the radio station. You can have it up against any of them.
Alright then, if you think you know what swagger jacking is, I'd love you to get in touch. You can tweet me at Scratch Radio But now it's time for 1D. Who's your favourite, Dan?
Of One Direction? Liam.
Oh no.
There's a reason.
Go on.
Because Liam's from Wolverhampton. And that's kind of near me.
Sort of.
In a way, it's nearer to me than the others are.
Clearly.
I don't even know the names of the others. There's Liam. There's Zane that looks a bit like Will Ross.
Zane looks incredibly like Will Ross.
He does.
It's kind of a good little social sort of thing. I mean, made a few friends there. Play a bit of music, you know. I get to play the music that I want to play as well. That's good.
You know how the Elephant song was by Evelyn? They also have a song about called The Chicken Man. He goes, Chicken Man, Chicken Man, Chicken Man, Chicken Man. But I don't have it.
So yeah, next song I'm going to play you, it took me about an hour and a half to censor this song. And I was sitting in my room, editing it out, and Bex was just sitting there going, you know what? This is boring. Don't tell her I said that. I'm in trouble for that one.
Rappers know that if they're going to be putting out a sweary song,
Like Tiny Temper sounds better when he doesn't swear because he goes.
or CeeLo Green did a whole different version.
Because he goes what?
What did?
Because he sat on something a bit unusual.
I've lost it.
Jen does a great alternative show. Any show which is alternative and sort of daytime's mainstream, which isn't sort of my thing. I mean, it's good. It's good presenters, and Carl Bennett does a great show. And sort of, you know, I listen for him and not the music, if you know what I mean. But after 6, it becomes niche, which is sort of, you know, alternate. People play their own music, and that's when I start liking it. And obviously, Jen is my favourite show because I'm on it, obviously, as well. So there's 2 reasons.
Well, the one I've been playing, so things don't mind when I.
We heard that.
I heard that through the headphones.
That means it went out on air.
Today we're just tidying up the media centre. Me and Tom have moved some stuff down, so it looks a lot better now.
Ow, my foot!
Are you okay?
My foot!
Okay. Right, so the reason we're moving all this stuff is
Because we're really strong and women will find us attractive.
here's some freshers. And tomorrow the big dog himself. Tim Westwood's coming, so we need to make it nice and tidy. So yeah, so we'll see you back with more stuff. Okay, Dan?
Yeah.
Ready? Right.
Yeah, Westwood, 29th of November. Yay! Oh, sugar. Just get Jordan eating, it's fine.
He wants me to step up and step into his toilet.
He wants you to step into his toilet. How big is his toilet?
It's Westwood, he's got a massive toilet. It was an amazing opportunity for us to host Tim Westwood here at Scratch. We were kind of given the opportunity through BBC Radio 1 Extra and the Students' Union, and to have kind of approval from Westwood and his kind of production team of what we're doing, and the opportunity to kind of see a live show was kind of exhilarating for us and for people that don't really know that much about Westwood, and the fact that we could really put kind of the resources that we've got into action to promote Westwood coming and promote his show and kind of really show the BBC what we do and what we really do well was really great for us.
Hello, good afternoon, Carl Bennett here on Scratch Radio, Birmingham Student Station, joined by Mr. Tom Jevons. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Carl.
It's 15 minutes past 16 minutes past 14.
Wow.
That's roughly about 2:15. Normally, we'd have 45 minutes left on the show, but it's a special day today.
Today is no ordinary day, Carl.
No, sirree, Bob.
Do you want to explain why?
We have a certain legend of radio coming in.
Yes, we do.
Giving his show live from the SU downstairs.
Yes.
And if you are not here at 3:30, you
fool! You absolute fool!
Absolute fool!
What are you playing at?
My man, my boy, Tim Westwood.
Do you feel that close to him now?
I feel that close.
Yeah.
We shared a moment. He will be here live at Birmingham City University's Student Union, City North campus.
He's actually downstairs.
He's downstairs right now, just chilling.
I was just saying, I wouldn't mention that he'll be in, he might come in. Because if he doesn't, people get disappointed, and if he does, people will be very surprised.
In that case,
put it on audio clap, or have you posted it to Facebook?
Deleted it.
Oh, Carl.
Sorry, I was excited.
I know, but if it's a surprise and it actually happens, people will go, what the holy hell? Westwood's voice has actually been on Scratch, not his one extra show. The actual Westwood has been in this studio. You know the actual Westwood one? You know the real one? The very tall one? You know that one?
Yeah. I had a nice conversation-ish with Westwood.
You did, but I don't think you were really sort of urban enough.
I didn't really urban it up, did I?
No, they were using a lot of big words that I think they assumed as students we would know.
Yes, yeah.
But we didn't.
Well, the swag got me quite confused.
That was a big one.
Swag. What? I got.
You could also swag jack or something.
Yeah, apparently. What? Apparently as well, we got parred.
That's Cher Lloyd's brother.
What, Swagger Jack? By kind of hosting Westwood, we've reached out to an audience within the university that we wouldn't have before. A lot of people that haven't heard of Scratch before came along to the live show, which was simulcast on One Extra and Scratch, and as a result, our listenership, we hope, has gone up. But we definitely kind of reached out to people that won't have kind of been involved with and kind of interacted with Scratch before.
There's a show on now, Stefan and Hannah. They were like, oh, but only about 3 weeks ago, and now they're just coming in and sort of setting down their tracks. It helps because they're daytime. They just play what we tell them. But yeah, it's a great progression to watch, and that's one of the most rewarding bits of doing Scratch, really.
But yeah, keep your comments coming in. We want the best / favourite Christmas presents you've ever received. Post them on the Scratch Radio Facebook wall. Remember, you can tweet us at Scratch Radio about what you're getting up to on this Friday afternoon as well. So coming up next is Rizzle Kicks, and I'm going to moan in Hannah's ear again about where I'm going tonight.
Oh gosh.
So we've got tickets for tonight's frat party.
We do.
OMG.
But I don't really know. I think we need to think of a pretty exciting way to give them away. I think the first person that runs in here and yells in the style of Noddy Holder, "It's Christmas!" should get the tickets.
Okay.
That's about the likelihood of people going to a frat party as well. Maybe.
Oh, she didn't.
Well, I think it's a great night, and if you want to head down to frat party tonight, it's going to be really, really fun. It always is, no matter how many people are there.
Oh! It's not what it looks like.
Oh well! It's a black out there, and I'm pretty sure it rules. Damn! Last Friday night, something else. Don't know the rest of the words, so I'll make them as go along. That's right, yeah, still there, singing really high pitch.
My favourite presenter is probably Anthony Lee and Jack Parker. They do the new music show on Monday nights, and as a sort of my role in the station, I like them because they get the most listeners. And the way they use their Facebook and Twitter, they contact every band that they're going to be playing on their show, and they get loads of different people following them and talking to them. And like Monday night, for example, they had a live band in session which did an acoustic set, so that's brilliant, I think, to get that sort of content live on air.
Alright, next up is a band called Bear Driver with their new song Never Never. Scratch Radio is really good for bringing the community and students together, and then it's something that like the students of the university can be proud of. Like, you know, not every university has a radio station, and if they do, then sometimes they're not very well kept, maintained, or but Scratch is something, you know, that people can be proud of.
And Emily Sunday will in fact be coming to Birmingham in the new year, quite a long way off yet, in about March, when it's starting to get a little bit warmer, and hopefully we'll have seen the snow and said goodbye to the snow by then. I'm hoping snow's going to come.
Emily Sunday on Scratch Radio. I do quite like Emily Sunday. Daniel?
What?
Emily Sunday, opinion?
Lovely woman. Very nice. Nice hair.
I think my favourite thing about Scratch is the fact that I get to play with things that I wouldn't normally get to play with if I go and work in industry. So today I've had a chance to kind of play loads of crazy things that I wouldn't get to play if I was on Capital or Hearts, for example. We get to be silly on air when you wouldn't get to kind of do that if you were actually working in industry. Excuse me while I go under the desk.
Oh. That's mainly for my benefit.
So yeah, I think that's probably my favourite thing, that I just get to experiment and do what I want on the radio. It's Christmas officially. It's actual Christmas time now, so we thought we'd play you some Christmas music. And it's cold. And what's worse is there's a massive crack in my bedroom, Daniel.
There isn't.
There is.
Not what you want to wake up to in the morning?
It's a massive crack. No. It's literally crack gate. It's like there's two cracks either side of my bedroom window.
I need to get that sorted.
I do. It's very drafty in my bedroom at the moment.
I actually don't think that was just related to the joke. It's just Ben.
Related? What? Related?
Related.
What?
Sorry, what?
I think it wasn't related to
How's
the.
that in connection with the?
It wasn't related to the rudeness. It was related to the whole show in general. Ben's giving you a little.
I believe that was related to the joke.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, Josh is going to report this to Ofcom. Lindsay's boyfriend's listening and he's really offended by the words that rhymes with related.
Jen.
I know a fun feature you can include in your show. It's a game called Plug Roulette. Along here there's a series of plugs. What we'll do is we'll just pick one at random, flick it off and see what it does. Yeah. I mean, I, for example, would quite like to flick off this plug. It goes to an extension lead at the back of here.
My favourite feature on Scratch has got to be the popular panpipe pick of the week. It was a feature that I kind of came up with when I first started at Scratch 2 years ago, and since then it's almost got critical acclaim within our audience. Everybody loves kind of getting involved in the popular panpipe pick of the week, or hashtag PPPOTW. It's even been approved by the big dog himself, Tim Westwood. Went down to London to sit in on Westwood's One Extra Drive Time show, and the big dog himself loved the popular panpipe pick of the week. Apparently him and his team have swagger jacked the feature. Not quite sure what that means. It's the popular panpipe pick of the week, which is back by popular demand.
See what you did there?
Thanks, yeah. Well, I need to be able to see it.
No, you don't. I'll point at you.
No, you need to come around here.
That microphone's crap.
I'm not. I'll log into it on. Or you can read it off of here.
That'll do. Can I just make the news up?
Yeah, if you want.
Kelly Rowland has confirmed she would move to the UK permanently after a trip to a local Tesco. The Dan for Whatever star took a trip to the supermarket last week and was amazed by how freely she could pick up her shopping. Only one fan approached her, apologised for bothering her, and just told her he loved her work.
Do you remember last week when Ben invented a new term, face mic'd? It's like the radio version of face palm. There's all face mic now. It doesn't make a noise. Oh, wait, it doesn't make a noise.
No.
I just think we're going to grow and grow and grow, and the more recognition we can get from students across all 8 campuses of BCU, the better. And I'd love to see us just played out on campuses. That's the kind of the key thing, to be honest.
Butlins. Which story are you thinking of? I don't know, there could be a few.
Oh, laddie!
Jordan!
Jordan!
Sticky nips.
It's not funny.
I think I've got snot, hold on.
Hi! Dance, 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 dance to the radio. Dance, 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 dance to the radio. Dance, 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 dance to the radio.
All 3 of them, maybe. Favourite presenter?
I'd really love Scratch to... Sorry, I got fluff in my mouth.
Worst things could have been.
Sorry, am I in the way?
No, keep it.